Hi everyone, and welcome to another game of Dice and Dynamics. I'm going to be speaking in a soft, low voice to respect the privacy and quietness of everybody in my home at the moment. Where last we left off, our party had began their foyer for ye. When last we left off, the party had ventured into the Tomb of the Nine Gods, the last resting place of the spirits that once protected virtues of Omu and its people, including the last resting place of its royal family and anybody else of importance. This is also where their journey comes to an end. Last session, of note, the party learned that the tomb is populated with Mr. Withers, a as of current voice that fills the air at inopportune times, that tomb dwarves can only be killed with radiant magic, and that Kowashak is very good at maintaining stability in violent wind tunnels. I'm the general manager to a ragtag hockey team that I put together as a last defense against my debts, and I'm putting them against Olympic teams. Joining with me, they are going to teach me about love and choosing family over my career. With me is Jason, who's maintaining center, Muti, who's maintaining the right wing, Sam, our defense man, and Mark, who's our goalie. And I am now going to take my phone and violently throw it into the lake, knowing that my estranged son is what matters more to me. Just a joke. I don't have a son, and if I did, I would throw him into the lake for D&D. Start the session. Yay.
Throw your son into
That
the
was
lake.
the most elaborate, smooth jazz entrance.
Oh
Hey
yeah.
everyone, welcome to
As you guys are recovering from the
What the
incident with the wind tunnel, the adamantine blades winding down to a stop, the air that had once been moving now growing stale around you. It begins to get hot, the air having been sealed in with hundreds of years of influence. So the doggo, you recover yourself with minimal damage. Koshak, your whip spell slowly comes to an end, the roots reminding themselves of their humility and returning to the earth. Ivanith, you've spent a few arrows chasing down a tomb dwarf, and Jet, you remained lingering around. The dungeon has many areas available to you. What are you doing next?
So, Koshkal Nepertek said that 4 people could go through the door before it closed. If we wanted to try to retrieve the artifacts, body, Moa, um, we should probably send 2 people in and then have 2 people come out. That way, only 4 people cross the precipice of the door.
My main concern is it closes on the fourth person, but I'm not sure if it will or not.
Hmm. We can ask her. Jonathan will sort of take a breath and will walk in the direction of the door to create a sight line between herself and Nevertech.
You are unable to sight Nepartak through the skull. The entry way that you've been looking through is much too small from your distance, even with your eyes.
Okay. She'll walk forward and sort of stand in the like hands back and peering through the entrance as she did before.
Peering through, the young Koshkal Nepertak seems to be just kind of floating, and opposite of her, standing amicably close, is a cloaked
Can you
figure
hear me now?
that has positioned themselves so that they can't be adequately seen through the entrance.
Duvaneth, now watching how lightly she steps, will go ahead and tiptoe back, and will sort of just address the group generally and say, "There's a cloaked figure in the corner."
That's creepy.
Do you think she knows there's a figure in the corner?
It looked like she was looking at it. And I couldn't make out anything else about the figure aside from the fact that it was like a cloak, right?
Yes. I mean, you could reasonably put together a tall, good posture, definitely knows how to conduct themselves, but like nothing truly distinct.
And the cloak was dark, right?
Yes,
And
obviously.
no like horns, right?
You were getting like chest down, like chest to thigh kind of view.
Great. What should we do?
We want to
there.
call out this person?
Maybe they're another adventurer?
Someone from the company of the Yellow Banner? But why would they position themselves?
Or the cats, maybe? Sorry, tabaxi. That was insensitive of me.
It's okay, we all make mistakes.
I mean,
Uh,
they would have come in before us, though.
that might mean that only 3 people can go through the mouth now.
Well, only
Hmm.
one person. Well, no.
Try to address the princess, Duvani, since she seems to appreciate you.
Okay. She'll step forward once again and sort of to the same spot and get her in the eyesight and say, Kroskal, Nepertak, it's me, Duvaneth.
Are you looking or just kind of there?
Oh, I'm looking in the direction of the like floating skull and the cloak figure.
Cole, move over here.
As you double back and look through again, you find that Nepertak is looking at you most curiously through the opening and that the cloaked figure is gone.
Who was that you were speaking to?
Oh. And you can again hear the floaty princess's head in your voice in your head. Well, that was my friend. He was just coming in to check on me because he saw that you guys were coming to talk to me.
Was that Mr. Withers?
Hmm, I mean, I can't. I'm not really. I can't. I can't really. I can't really. I can't like say who he is because that feels mean. I mean, have you ever had friends that you wanted to keep private? You know, I just that sounds. I don't know.
Does he count towards the four person total on this door that you spoke to me about?
No, he just you can hear her anxiety sort of bubble up and begin to cool down as she's struggling through her words. No, he comes in through the wall. He said that he teleports like my grandma used to. Can you teleport?
Some people think I can.
Yeah, my mom said that there are elves that are so connected to nature that they can teleport.
Tibaneth will just nod. So she'll call back and will say, there sounds like there's some sort of trick door or trap door or something that this cloaked figure is visiting her through.
Interesting.
She did mention that there was one earlier, like a other door we could attempt to find.
Yeah, that's true. Who um are we gonna do this? Are we gonna make a stab at this?
Did she say what the task was or what she needed help with?
I don't think so. I think that she expressed a desire to leave. Dubaneth will spin around and will say, I'm, I'm sorry, did you have a task for us?
I, I wanted to ask something, but I wanted to ask when you all were in here. It's kind of private.
We're very worried about the door. Would you feel comfortable just telling me?
Um, I mean, it's kind of dangerous, but one of my friends, he's gone now, but he came to talk to me, and he came in, and you'll see her kind of move out of sight towards the left of you,
Okay.
and then she'll.
Then Dubaneth will step to the right, and even get a little closer to the door if she needs to sort of maintain an angle and get the maximum possible view on her without stepping through the door.
Okay, kind of tried to track her movement. You can see her sort of linger near a wall that is framed by like two stalagmites, and
Okay.
she'll swivel around, sort of get her bearings, then return to the doorway. One of my friends teleported through here, and his robes were wet, and I helped him dry off. Does that help?
Dubaneth will sort of turn around and say, seems like a water trap of some kind, perhaps, or maybe a system of teleportation that goes through some sort of water world. You're
So
muted, Mark.
Go ahead.
is there more than one person?
Sounds like two separate people.
I'm still confused of what she needs us to do in there.
We're pretty sure that the sarcophagus in here, because it looks like the Wongo one, right?
It does look like a large stone sarcophagus covered in Jakuli imagery. So a lot of like similarities to the Wonga one, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily need us to do anything so much as
Us going in there.
well. I mean, have we asked Wongo yet?
I can give him a ring.
See if he knows anything about this particular door or trap or room.
If it's water-based, I can go in there, because, I don't have to breathe.
Well,
It's pretty smart, actually.
don't we have to come across, like, the sewer grate over there?
All the way on the other side, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll just ask Wongo. So we'll take up the mace.
Yeah,
Like,
and then so I'm over here talking to this one guy, and he says my kid learned how to read it. Hey,
hi, who are you talking to?
myself.
I mean, fair enough. Um,
Yeah, fair enough. You try being locked up by yourself for 100 years. I mean, before that, I was doing stuff like that. Whatever. What's up? Are we killing
do you,
something?
oh, no, not quite yet. Do you know anything about this,
Nope.
nothing?
Nope.
Um, cool. Do you know, yeah, we're currently talking with a Kosh called,
Nepertek, yeah, daughter of Koshko Hutsili, and then her husband, the Prince Ormek. Who's
oh,
the? Yeah. I'm familiar with Nepertek. Yeah,
yeah, our,
10 years old, has a history of bronchitis, has a little scar under her knee, and she
well,
scratched. Yeah,
she's,
yeah. What's up?
uh,
Dead?
uh,
Yeah.
currently a flaming skull of some kind.
Yep.
He says that very quietly, if that wasn't obvious. Um, um, but yeah, so I don't suppose you know anything about the setup of this dungeon at all?
Nope. I was the first one put in here, and my trap isn't very popular.
I mean, yeah, I have to tell you, Wongo, but it seems like a bitch.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I'm
Wow.
But anyways, I'll pass on along that information. Thank you.
Yep.
Soul puts down, let's go with the mace and let's it return to hanging from his belt, and he says, yeah, Wongo was the first one in here. He doesn't know anything about this place.
All right. Well, it seems like the choice is either leave it be, split the party, or all four of us step through, so
Well,
we can mitigate whatever happens together.
she says there's a
Um,
door in there, so I'd rather not split.
well, Duaneth, what sort of look around the space can you get, from where you are? Can you see
Um,
the entire room, or just, like, a little bit here and there?
I'm pretty sure there's the only thing I can't really see are the corners um, uh, closest to us. It's a rectangular chamber with the sarcophagus directly in my eyesight. I can see two corners of the chamber and not the corners that are sort of parallel to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Duaneth stayed on this side, she won't necessarily be separated from the party because she could see into the space, right? Am I? Does that make sense? So,
I mean, that's fair. We're more worried about the door closing because
If the door
yeah.
if the
if
door closes, then you're stuck out there alone.
with yes, Withers has said though that he resets the traps.
Mm-hmm. But
After they're dead.
Right.
yeah.
So if we assume that he's telling the truth, which I get a sense that he is, just because he's
Mhm.
been at
Yeah.
this for 997 adventures,
Yeah.
is
I
that
think we're technically the 997th. But yeah.
yeah. So this trap has been reset. So if 4 people go through, it will close. So if we go with the 2 people plan, with 2 within eyesight, what what we're left with is a sarcophagus that can be opened,
Mm-hmm.
and then if for whatever reason a fight breaks out, the 2 people who are standing outside the door can jump into the room to assist, and then the door will close behind them.
Yes.
And
Whereas then, if there's 2 people in the chamber, nothing happens. They grab the artifact and then jump out, and then the door will close behind them.
Mhm.
Either way, I think it's pretty sound, especially if there is a door inside the chamber.
Mhm.
Yes.
I agree.
I mean,
So, who all
yeah, just
wants?
so much to do.
So, who all wants to go in?
I will go. I I mentioned the Dukuli, so I would like to.
Okay.
I can. Oh,
Oh, no, go ahead.
I would also offer to go with Jet.
Okay. Sol and I will stay out here and act as the secondaries,
Sounds good to me.
and uh, we'll go with that plan.
Okay.
Best of luck, you two.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Jet's gonna recast light, just so that way he can. It doesn't go out in the middle of everything.
God bless that cantrip.
Honestly, though.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
To recap, a giant stone skull crusted with moss juts out from the end of the passageway. A flame flickers within each of its eye sockets, and a view into a chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws. The skull is big enough for a medium creature to move through.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't think Soul could go through there because he is Lorg boy.
No, he technically
Technically
medium, but it'd be a
he a
tiny
beefy.
human.
He a
Yeah.
beefy medium. He a beefy medium.
Yeah.
What is Shock and
Right.
Jet doing?
Cole is gonna shuffle through.
And Jet's gonna follow right behind.
All right.
Duvaneth will call
You-
behind them. Check the corners.
You squeeze through, and as Koshak passes through, the left eye socket flame goes, and as Jet passes through, the right eye socket flame goes, but the stone skull remains open.
Oh no.
Jet, Koshak,
Oh boy.
the air is stale, and littering the floor are carpets of stones, skulls, petrified bones, just skeletons and rib cages were sort of littering around, and the walls are dust and mud that's been crusted over years and years and years, and occasionally peeking through is more skulls. Their eye sockets occasionally filled with stones, their jaws occasionally fitted around large rocks. The stone sarcophagus is there. Let me move you guys into the room.
The door's open, so we can both go in.
Okay, let me just scoot you on in.
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Gotta make sure the logo's in the shot.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we
Can
got
get our merch now at nowhere.
Nowhere.
This is it.
someday, maybe.
Yes, nicely I might sign mine.
and Nepertak sort of blips into view, surprised to see all of you. And now that you're fully inside,
We're dead.
Koashak, especially you, Koashak, you can hear the skittering of hundreds, if not thousands, of what must be spiders of some kind. And popping around the corner of one of the stalagmites is a skull with flesh still attached to it and stones for eyes mounted on spider-like limbs
Oh,
composed out
fuck
of
you.
finger bones, sort of just studying the two of you. And Napertak's voice fills both of your heads, isolating yourself from Silvadago and Duvlaneth. My name is Kushko Nepertak. My mother is Hutsilan, Hutswili, and my father is Prince Omek. My grandmother is the Sun Queen Napaka. I
Nope. It's a fucking bone spider, lads.
Is Dad? Hi, Dad? Question mark.
And I have to go check in with some guests. I'll be right back. And she'll kind of just slip out of you.
What the fuck? This is creepy. I don't want to do this anymore. So she wasn't a floating motherfucking spider, a motherfucking skull. She was a spider skull.
No, I think if I'm understanding
I think the
correctly,
spider skull and
Yeah.
Nepertek are separate.
yeah, it's a separate thing.
That's
It's
creepy.
still creepy
Uh,
nonetheless.
Bruh.
Cole is going to say, God.
God.
Should Soul have like shared the random facts that Wango gave to be like, oh, how's your bronchitis? And like, how I heard you had a scar on your knee. Is that healing up okay?
Jesus.
Cole is going to say in Elvish, there's a bone spider in here.
It'd be a whole ace bone
Oh, well,
spider.
Jason, welcome back.
Oh yes, I'm.
Cole is. Did you hear what I said?
Oh no, what did I miss?
Cole is going to say in Elvish, there's a bone spider in here.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole motherfucking bone spider.
And then he adds, as yet, not attacking.
It looks like one of those fucking shitty Halloween decorations. Just like, why does spider have bone in it?
My dad's like, make sure to keep it quiet tonight, your voice carries. And I'm like, bro, I am tonguing my microphone right now. I am.
It's a 3-hour make-out session with a mic.
Right? Once we wrap up Napper Temper, we'll probably call the session. This is
A little, yeah.
Very stressful.
Okay.
All good.
Work stress.
But Nepertak introduces herself, giving you a sort of brief summary of her lineage, and then she'll hover there in front of you.
Oh, I thought she'd like left. Oh, that was you
No,
saying you needed to go check on something. Okay.
Yeah.
Koshak will give a little bow and say, hold on, if her mom is Huitzilan, I have to do some genealogy math. Is Maja her great granddaughter?
I thought this is a child's skull. Wouldn't it be more like aunt situation?
Yeah, maybe. But her mother is Huitzilan, and they're in one of my many notebooks that are scattered around. That was That was Koshkal's grandmother, I think. I cannot remember for the life of me.
Are you talking to the skull?
Koshak will say, we know of a descendant, Koshkal Majanare.
Nepertak's fire will push out hot yellow and just kind of flare out. And she'll speak again, excitement brimming in her voice, and she'll say, "Who was her mother?
Ah,
Who was her mother?"
Razan.
And the fire will almost snap out, and she'll plummet about 5 feet before catching herself, relighting, and she'll hover back up to eyesight with you, Koshak and Jet. And she'll say, "What happened to me?
To who?
To me? What happened to me? My friend comes in here every day, and he tells me as much as he wants to, but he can't tell me the whole thing. But I want to know what happened to me. He said that only brave people could become flame skulls, but
Oh, fuck! Oh no, where are my Mesro notes? Oh,
Do you know? Because I
it would take
don't.
me... No, it would take me forever to find them. All I know is that there was a statue of Koshkal Nepertek and it said her ability. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if I'm remembering the wrong Koshkal, but
I feel like.
I probably am, but you know.
I mean, well, I'm not there.
Well, we technically could ask you. Like, they're right there. They can hear us talking, right?
yeah.
I mean, unless there's like a magical silence across the door or some ish like that.
No, I mean they can hear Jet and Koshak, but they can't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jet's gonna look at Cole and be like, "Do we?"
Would Cole remember hearing about Koshkal Nepertek?
You guys have never heard about Koshkal Nepertak.
Okay. I'm afraid I cannot say more than it seems as if you died. Maybe you died a hero's death, maybe you died a warrior's death, but
As
Oh.
Cole's saying that, Jet's gonna look through the mouth and go, "Do you guys remember hearing anything?" I'm asking Soul too. Just think, okay, all good.
Jason is frantically searching his notes.
I mean, I know how I died. My friend killed me here. He took a dagger and he killed me. But I don't
Okay.
know how I got here.
She's wondering how she got here.
Well, she got here in the tomb, yes.
Did you say that out loud, Cole?
Yeah, he's talking to Jet.
Yeah. Sorry for
Oh,
not
okay.
using the accent. Jet was like, "Oh, she's wondering how she got here."
Well, you should probably tell her that the the person who built this place is a powerful spellcaster, and she might have been charmed, and it's why she doesn't remember. And if she didn't hear that, maybe that's why she didn't remember.
Jet's gonna turn back and go, the person who made this elaborate thing is a very strong caster, and they may have brought you here and gave you this purpose.
I guess.
There's also like
I'm
spells that, modify one's memory.
I'm sorry he trapped you here with no memory of what happened to you after your death.
It's okay. I mean, I remember after I died, and I remember a little bit before. My friend kept apologizing, and I told him it was going to be okay.
Do you remember your friend's name, or is that too much to ask?
No, he's told me a few times, but he makes me not remember, because it could make it dangerous.
Duanis will lean down and say to Jet,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that she might have been that dagger that we gave the King of Feathers? It had a really macabre purpose. Do you think that that might be at hand here?
I don't think so, because this is two separate things. If it was a sentient item, she would be with that, not here. As what we see.
Cole nods in agreement to Jet's statement.
Jet's gonna turn back and look at the skull. Do we have permission to look in this area with you?
Why would you be looking?
Just to look and see what this place is, since we've come in.
I don't think that's polite to go rooting through people's homes. I mean, you can leave, but I can't. You tell me what happened to me. Did my sister make it out?
I don't have that answer for you, and I wish I did.
What's your
Why
sister's
don't you
name?
have... My sister's name is Razan. Why don't you have that answer for me?
Cole, like when he hears
Yep.
that her sister's name is Razan, he just like gives Jet a look.
Uh-huh.
I have 3 sisters. I have an older sister, and I used to have a sister before me, but she died, and then I had a baby sister.
And what were your sisters' names?
The oldest one, her name is Sasihuatu, and my other sister's name was just Koa.
So
But one
Cola.
of your sisters.
Go ahead.
But one of your sister's names was also Razan.
Yeah, that was my baby sister. She was named after, and she'll kind of think. Have you seen light filter through leaves? That's what she's
Yes.
named after.
Oh.
Kowashak is going to turn to Jet with the look that says, do we want to tell her?
Jet's gonna subtly shake his head. We don't know anything of what your sister is or what you ask.
I feel like I'm asking straightforward. How do you not know what I'm asking? How clear do I need to be?
We don't know the answer. That's the
Why
part.
don't you know the answer? There's a champion right there. There's a dragonborn right there. You're right here in front of me. You're a cleric, mister. How do you not know these things?
Because you are before my time.
Words are before your time. History is before your time, and you know those things. You know things before your time. How do you not know about me? I was a princess. I was an heir.
Because
We've never heard of you.
because what I've studied was not taught in history or Amu in history. If I did, I would no doubt find your name. But I can't say that I've seen it in from where I am from.
Jet, make me a persuasion check.
But for what? Oh, it's a +3. That's kind of okay. Oh no, I lied. It's a
Got
minus.
charisma, though.
I lied. It's a -1.
Nope.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
The +3 was a.
Oh, night, Dad.
Night, Dad. +3 was a
Night,
saving
Dad.
throw. Wait, why is the +3 a saving throw? I'm honestly so scared to have this like fight with it. I'm like, I don't want her to like blow up because I feel like she's just gonna kamikaze us.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it wouldn't be bad to tell her that we know that a Razan got out.
Remember the
that's
warning.
that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out like generationally and years wise if the numbers make sense, because like we know Majvanari is named after another Majvanari. What's to say it Razan isn't named after another Razan?
But we also got to remember
Well-
too the warning.
That
But also, the warnings were made by a man purposely trying to fuck with us.
He
Yeah.
hasn't
and
been
also,
wrong.
Well, wouldn't it be the same Razan, because there was the Razan that was smuggled out, the baby that was smuggled out that we saw, and then Razan had Sleeping Beauty effect that's kept her alive until now.
True. And
Maybe,
Echo's old as
yeah.
fuck, so it could be a thing.
It,
It could be the Razan we're looking for. This is the Razan we're looking for.
Exactly.
yeah, and Wango said that he'd only been here for like a century.
But you got to remember too, like so far.
Then yeah, generationally that lines up.
But you got to remember too,
If it's
we have the warnings, and the warnings have, as much as it's been a creepy dude, it hasn't been wrong.
True, too.
I don't know.
Jet's following the warnings. That's all I'm doing.
See, they feel fairly cryptic enough where, depending on how you interpret them,
Bruh.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have
no, depending on how you interpret them, it's
Yeah.
like you could go one way or the other. Oftentimes, like this one's kind of explicit, but also Duvanith has spoken truth to her.
Not a
She's
full.
She said her name. She addressed herself, which is a truth. That is her name. So, like,
So it depends on the level of.
it depends on the truth, right? On which truth it is you're telling, and if you feel comfortable enough that that truth isn't going to. Because, I mean, obviously, not knowing is making her mad, too.
Yeah. Jet got a 15. Sorry, Jason.
No. I
Cole kind of wants to tell her.
It's a
It's also the Cole that
I know, and Jet's scared shitless because he's in there.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like all in the delivery.
Probably. Okay.
The tension in her builds up, and this is something that all of you can hear. And she says in a demanding voice that is eerily similar to the princess you've come to know in Kirspell, she says, "Well, how do you not know me? How do you not know Omu? We were conquerors, we were builders and architects, we had the greatest love stories. How do you not know us?"
We were all able to hear that.
Yes.
Like I said, for me, I didn't study Omuin or that, and at this time, I don't have the answers you seek, and I apologize for that.
Giovaneth will
Uh,
pop a need to be able to look through the porthole, and will say, "We've most of us." She'll motion to Cole. Have only just arrived here in Chult, and Chult has and Omu have only just gotten a new queen. Um, the things that you wish that we knew, we hope to learn. But first, we have a task from the queen that we need to accomplish.
But if you know the Queen, why don't you know about our history?
because she is the last Omuan, technically speaking.
What happened to the other ones?
They're gone.
The skull's light will flicker out, and all of you can feel this hushed realization. And she turns her head down, and the skull jerks back with surprise. And she'll scan her eyes across the wall, and then she'll turn to you, Kawashak, and say, "But you're here."
Oh no.
I.
Oh no. Oh.
I am here because
Oh no.
they, Razan, got out. Lived long enough to have the current queen of Chult, who is an Omuan queen, and that queen gave me the honor of being an Omuan.
So they're not all gone,
It is the queen and I.
but they're not all gone.
No, they're not all gone. That I can promise
Oh.
you.
A very quiet fatigue settles in over all of your minds, and her light is beginning to simmer down from that hot yellow to blues and greens, and she'll kind of hover close, and skeletal parts will begin to lift out from the piles, and a tiny body will begin to assemble under her skull.
What the fuck?
And you'll hear her voice, this time kind of rattling out of her skull, and she'll say, "I'm tired."
Would you like to go to sleep?
I'd like to go to sleep, please.
Um. God. Koshak, looks over to Jet and motions to the sarcophagus.
Jet's gonna look at her the skeleton and go, "Where's your resting spot?"
I don't know. Just take me to bed.
Cole is gonna walk over to the sarcophagus and, like,
I
ask, ask, is this a good enough spot?
I think it's okay. I think Mola won't be upset if I take it, right?
I cannot hear Moa, I can only hear you, but was she your patron?
No, but my friend put me here, because he knew that Moa would be kind to me.
Then I believe she will still be kind to you.
Okay. And she will limply raise her arms towards Jet.
Like a little. Wait, like, okay, hold on.
Like a little 8-year-old.
Is this a little
asking for
kid?
upsies.
Is she like little kid skeleton size?
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
a little bit shorter too.
Jet's gonna like try to calm down, but in his head he's like, fuck. And he's gonna deep breath. And he's gonna pick up the skeleton. And like, I'm not hurting you, am I?
Picking her up, you feel warm flesh. You can feel soft linen. You can smell just very slightly perfume, and as you pick her up, you can feel the tickling of her hair against your cheek. She's very light.
Okay, Jet's gonna like pick her up and like, hold her like she's falling asleep and look at Cole in like and like
Cole is going to smile like warmly, like approvingly at Jet, like, hell yeah, Jet, you go. and he's going to open the sarcophagus very carefully and gently.
fuck.
And ask Moa for kindness and for forgiveness as he pushes open the sarcophagus.
All right, I need you to make me a strength athletics check, Koshak, as you kind of have to heft the heavy stone sarcophagus.
Wish
You got it.
me
Cole.
luck.
You
Fingers
got this.
crossed.
Oh,
Yes.
natural 20 with a 21.
Nat 20,
Yeah,
baby.
You run your
sorry.
fingers under the lip of the sarcophagus and lift it, sliding it evenly and at the right angle that it kind of just drops itself onto the floor with little sound. Inside the sarcophagus is a bundle of faded yellow cloth, holding the jaggedy, scathered form of Jakuli bones. And there's a staff resting along the inside of the sarcophagus, shaped exactly like Eku's, the mantled head of a coatl and feathers going all the way down.
Cole will motion to the sarcophagus again.
Jet will bring the baby skeleton over to the sarcophagus and go, is this good?
She does not respond.
Oh, she's asleep.
Jet's never done this. Jet's going to like grab like the neck and shoulder and like try to lay her down in it.
Okay. Yeah, you lay her down in it carefully enough. Putting her down to sleep is a natural fluid motion to you, Jet. It's almost like you've done this 100 times.
Jet's going to see the staff and just gently touch it.
And you hear a soft, gentle voice say, "Quiet, dear. Kushko Nepertek is trying to sleep. Talk to me in a second."
Jet will take his hand off and just nod and put his focus back towards the baby skeleton. Fuck.
Baby skeleton.
And you'll hear her voice again. "Can you leave the light on?"
Is there a light in here?
No, of course there's not a fucking light in there. She
But-
was the light.
But Jet's the light, right? Or it... Jet's gonna look at her. Are you talking about this? And point to where the light is coming off of him?
No, I just want a light on. I'm scared of the dark.
Okay. Jet's gonna look down.
Torch or something?
Jet's gonna like. Actually, yeah. Jet. After Cole's saying that, Jet's gonna look around. Is there like a forge or anything? Like anything to bring light? Oh god, I feel bad if I do this. Jet's gonna look around for a pebble.
Yeah, there's plenty of rocks.
Jet's going to grab one and cast light on it.
Better be a nice pebble.
It's the shiniest motherfucking pebble for a skeleton. Anyways, Jet's going to have it between his finger and goes, does this work for you? Does this look good?
Not turning her body fully, she kind of extend one hand, take it, and clutch it to her sternum, and she isn't going to say anything, but the light from her skull goes, and there's a great hush over all of your minds.
For like the first 10 seconds, Jet does just like, is doing the parent thing that I know so fucking well, is like, if you fucking move, she'll wake up.
At her.
So just like, he basically become paralyzed. He's like, I'm not moving, I'm not breathing. If I breathe wrong, it's gonna fucking wake up. And then after 10 seconds of nothing, Jet's going to gently touch the staff. Not say anything, but gently touch the staff to see if she's comfortable, like, with the situation as it is now.
Hello, Chillen, dear. I have heard of you for many times. The young princess prayed to me very often about you, and Mr. and Duteo have been no stranger to informing me of your whereabouts. Unfortunately, Jet, I feel as if our companionship would not be so... I would consider you among the many paragons of perhaps not honesty, but kindness.
Jet's gonna try to reply in his mind. I understand if you feel we're not compatible, but with everything that's happened in the recent time, I at least wanted to show my gratitude, as it feels like when I first saw you and saw... How is Jet trying to say this? Saw a representation of you, I felt my life has changed a lot better, and I wanted to say thank you for that.
It's been a long time since I felt the cool relief of knowing I've left the world better than it happened just by merely existing. I value you and your kindness.
Jet will bow his head to no one. And in his head, may I pick you up and we can let this one sleep and we can talk in the hallway?
That sounds reasonable. She's dead, however, she's not asleep. You are aware of this, yes?
Yeah.
Her soul has passed on? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Jet's confused again. Jet will gently pick up the staff and look at Cole and look at the dead skull and still feel like it go, like pointing Cole out.
Cole nods. Cole nods and gives another bow to Princess Nepertek. Should we put the lid back on, or okay, I'm just asking. It's the equivalent. It's the spiritual equivalent of King Haru.
Okay, hold on,
Um,
hold on, hold on. Jet's gonna think and said, "Should I put the cover back on?"
Are you asking Moa?
Yes.
No. No one's buried their dead by throwing them in a pit or dismembering them. She's fine. Also, she's dead.
She says we're good. It's not a pit. It's better than nothing. It's better than that. Go.
Cole nods and goes back to the entrance of the skull, and this time he motions for Jet to go through first.
All right. Hold on. I remembered I can pause.
About you pausing.
By the
Bad
way,
vibes.
Muty, great fucking
That
job.
filled me with existential fear.
Muty, great fucking job. Cause I have to say, you
We
fucking
both
saved it.
did baller.
But you saved the fuck out of it. Literally because of you, I felt that was saved. Because I felt like I was just a burning ship of hell.
Next.
Jet is just sitting there having an anxiety attack while Kojak is calmly talking through the situation.
Cole's like, I've seen this shit before.
I like how we have like the real dad and the only other dad aside from Soul in a room together trying to solve the situation.
Yeah.
Worked out though.
Well, Fish does whatever Fish is doing. After the conversation sort of got less heated, Duboneth removed a strip of her coat and tied it off into a bow, and wrote in chalk on the words on the strip Koshkal Nepertak's name, and is currently and as they put it down, she just tosses it into the room as a way to help whoever it is that she asked to come like gather her, because she wasn't privy to any of that conversation, to use as a beacon to help find where she's at.
Who is going through first?
Jet and
Jet.
the staff were.
Right. Jet, you managed to crawl back through the skull again and emerge on the other side fine.
Duaneth will look up at the eyes.
The eyes are blank.
Okay, so one didn't like reignite or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
The jaws haven't moved at all.
Nope.
Alright.
I'll step back.
Alright, and Shock will go through.
Koshak, as you move through these skulls, you can feel the bottom jaw begin to wobble and move up just enough to kind of catch you around your waist. And as you feel the stone teeth kind of begin to dig into your skin, the rest of the party see standing in the middle of the hallway, kind of silhouetted by the looming darkness, a tall, darkly cloaked figure with a large skull amulet kind of chained around him with a garish mask resembling a bearded devil. And he has an arm extended. And he'll say, Koshak, come forward. You can pass through safely. I'm keeping it still.
Kowashak shuffles faster. Or crawls faster through the jaws.
You pass through the stone skull with minimal bruising, but you can still kind of feel the remnant of being caught in its teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's clutching his side a little as he comes out the other side, and he says, "Thank you. Thank you very much."
seems very well. And he will kind of reach into his side and pull two keys from his belt. One seems to be carved out of ruby or some red stone, and the other is a dark blue or black, and he'll toss it forward, landing on the stones in front of Solidago. On level 3, to enter the Beholder's Room, you need keys. Here's 2 of them.
Thank you. So we'll bend and pick them up.
The figure will sort of lean back on his feet, give you all a very stiff and polite nod of the head, and just kind of and a whiff of smoke.
What was that?
I must say that was the most terrifying experience I've ever had. Short
Yeah.
of falling to my almost death.
Agree.
Why would he be interested in helping us?
I don't even know who that was.
No idea.
Withers, I think, maybe?
I think it was Mr. Withers.
Did that sound
I-
like the guy?
I mean, why else would he have keys to a chamber in the dungeon?
He was the
Caretakers
friend-
at the castle would always have keys to just about every chamber.
Maybe he was the friend of Nefertak, and he's grateful.
Seems likely.
He
Does
could have
does
been one
his
of her older
silhouette
friends.
does his silhouette look similar to what I saw?
To answer 2 questions, I'm going to... The thing with silhouettes about dark cloaked figures is they're, kind of vague on purpose, but the posture was very strict. And yet, the figure does not sound like the voice coming in through the intercoms, but it is in the same kind of register.
Oh, so he's got a stage.
Withers has a voice mod.
He's got a stage name. Like it's like how The Rock is The Rock, but
Mm.
he's actually Dwayne Johnson. Same concept.
Yeah.
You're my Rock, my Dwayne, my Johnson.
Oh my god.
So you guys got it?
Jet will lift the
Yes.
staff and go, yes.
Great. So that brings us to the next question, which is, are we going to go down, or are we going to check that tight hallway on the other side?
I mean, there's more to explore, right?
Right, and we saw that
Let's
sarcophagus
see.
through the window.
I would say let's go to the bottom floor, see the layout, and then we can make our decision from there.
Do you think
Before
we'll be able to come back up?
That's a concern.
that's a question. Before we do that, give me 1 second, and Jet's gonna talk in his head. You said you don't feel you and I are compatible. Is there...
Well, more, I feel we are extremely compatible, but I am not here in the nature of surrounding myself with like-minded people.
Okay. I feel I'm...
Give me to someone that you
Tell
feel...
her to choose her fighter.
Exactly.
Give me to your friends. Give me to the person you feel would need my influence the most. I value your thought.
Your influence of honesty?
And kindness. Please do not forget the kindness.
I'm stuck between. Fuck.
Oh God.
There's only two people you could possibly be stuck between.
There literally is two people, and I don't know who to give it to. I gotta do it quick though. So that way. No, I can't even roll. Fuck. Because that's just not nice.
Can we ask chat?
It'll be.
Oh my God, yes.
It'll be Seal and Kate. It's literally two people.
Chat, vote on your phones now. Who do you think Jet should give the staff to?
Chat, who should Jet give the staff, which contains the spirit god of honesty and kindness, to?
It's literally one of these two.
Know which ones you're pointing at.
It's got to be Duvaneth and Cole.
Yep.
I don't know.
Come on.
I knew it.
Literally, it goes Cole, Jet, Duvaneth, Soul at the end, and then Fish on top. So I'm pointing to those two.
I mean, to be fair, only one of them has murdered their baby mama after.
Yeah, but it's honesty. But it's honesty and kindness.
Wait,
and
but it was Cole's baby mama, and I did the murdering.
Oh, true.
Duvon is technically murdered. My baby.
But the thing is, when it comes to it, Cole has kindness and has shown kindness, and he is
asked somebody for a cantrip.
Yeah.
But Cole is honest when he did it.
He lied to us about talking to our for like half the campaign.
Why are
Cole
we leaving
gassed.
Siligago out of this, who hasn't even revealed his whole backstory?
Oh, right, yeah,
I just want to throw that in.
Crimes thing, but
You
Jet
guys
would
are
know
aware that he's being hunted by Baldur's Gate death squads
that's true.
for
Like,
being a soldier.
Okay, but Soul's
who isn't being hunted by Baldur's Gate death squads, though? Come on.
That we are aware of.
Who isn't being haunted by?
But Soul's kindness level is like 160. He wanted to have a pet T-Rex and a raptor. Like, come on.
He gave the raptor away.
Cole also
So,
gassed his baby mama.
Just looking at it through a lens of, oh, Soul was kind to animals, which is kind of like, you know, a good thing, but not the whole story.
But he wasn't honest with himself that he couldn't do it.
Soul is just has all the 9 gods pushed onto him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know
Pick
what to
one.
do here.
Chat, I agree. I'm going with chat. I'm gonna look at Duvaneth and go, Duvaneth.
Yes, Jet.
Hear me out. So,
I don't like where this is going.
So I've talked to. Okay, hold on. How do you say it again, Moa?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've talked to Moa, and she has asked me to. She doesn't feel that when it comes to moving on, that I would benefit from her, and she asked me to offer the staff to someone who would benefit the most. And with it being tight spaces, and you're kind of like a ninja, and I feel she'd have good influences for you. I would like if you could take the staff from me and talk to her.
I'm not touching that.
That's shit. You don't have to attune to it.
Jet,
If she accepted me, I could intentionally let her turn invisible.
She lets me know that if you accepted her, you could become invisible.
I already can do that.
But like invisible.
No, Jet, you're a cleric of Mystra. You understand this. Invisible isn't actually as good as naturally hiding, because things with sort of extrasensory perceptive things can still see you.
Jet is just gonna nod in his head, and in his head he's gonna go, "I tried."
Friend is very troubled.
Also, how is it you came to rest on me when? And she'll just like motion at Cole and be like,
It
"It-
isn't
it- and it's
Coach-
thematically appropriate."
Yeah, also doesn't Cole use staffs?
He does.
Like he has a quarterstaff.
That's not how
Never
Jet
seen
was
me use a-
thinking. Jet,
I don't even think I could use a staff, Jet. I've never trained on a staff.
but invisible.
That double-bladed scimitar thing from your dad that one time?
Did you see me try to swing that?
It was quite cool, actually, yes.
Jet's gonna like let these two talk, and in his head he goes, "Okay, I'm not going to convince her as much as I wish I could, because I think you would help her. Would you be comfortable with Cole?" And he's gonna like turn his eyes to Cole, even though like he knows, like she knows who Cole is. Jet's gonna like turn her like a fucking camera to like give her the point of view.
Cole does like
Oh.
the just like slow double blink at Jet, like yes.
Oh, I mean, a Yuan-Ti has been chosen as an Amuan. I mean, yes, I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement here.
Jet's gonna try not to giggle and go, "Okay, hey Cole."
Cole will sigh and hold out his hand.
I'm trying to be nice, and he had
I
gently
will tell you
hand.
this, Jet. I felt like I felt like it was inevitable. I did appreciate your attempt, though.
I was trying to be nice as he hands the staff, puts the staff in like Cole's hand, and just opens his hands and drops it out. At the end, he goes, "Thank you," and it's like her. It's like reiterating his thank you from earlier as he lets go.
Seeing that Jet is about to drop it, he uses both hands instead.
He tries to
catch.
center it.
Koshak Eloia, it is so interesting to hear about you. I've heard about you from your friend, the Queen Rajanari. Oh, it is so delightful to hear from you. You've been rattling around the thing. Oh, you've been serving as the favorite of Raz Nasi. Oh, that is exciting. Tell me, Koshak, be honest with me. Say it out loud. Just so we're friends. Just say a secret out loud. Just because we're friends. Out loud. Out loud.
Cole pauses and he seems to just be like he like squints and he looks at the three of them.
Everything all right?
Hmm. I wish they had more pink dyes in Chult.
Wait, what?
Fantastic.
And you wanted to hand
Yes.
me that, Jet? What is? He's
The
clearly gone
want.
mad.
You honestly stated a want that you have. That is powerful work, Koshak. I want to hear more. I want. I wish. I would like to hear more demands from you, Koshak. It's important that you express your desires. Thank you. As we're traveling together, I hope to see more of that.
Fucking Moa is Moa sounds like those weird yoga therapists.
Oh my god.
As we travel through this journey together, I truly hope that you will find
Fish
peace
having
with
to-
yourself.
Fish having to talk quietly and then playing Moa. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Fish's.
Uh-huh.
I'm at my
It's
Gma's
beautiful.
house voice is now just Mo's voice.
Welcome to
canon.
Jurassic Park.
Wait, what was the thing that Koshak wished for? Because
There to be more
Oh,
pink
that there
dye
were more
and Chult.
pink dyes in Chult.
Oh,
Pink
I
thighs?
swear to God, you said pink thighs,
Yeah, like
and
for,
I was so
fabric and stuff
confused.
like that
Oh,
was the
okay,
way
okay,
I
okay.
assumed it.
I heard pink
Okay.
thighs, and I got thoroughly confused,
Oh
and I was
my
gonna
God.
ask later.
I mean, given Koshak's backstory, I don't necessarily know if that was a problem.
Well, I mean, did Razasi have
Oh.
thighs though?
I mean,
Kulishok,
Not when Cole met him.
when you drink yourself and enter into Queen Regenari's established court, the Amuans used to have beautiful dyes. I'm sure pink dye is not far-fetched. Make your wants clear. Make your wants heard. I want to hear
Thank you,
more.
Moa.
You're welcome. I understand I'm overbearing. I understand that my sister Nog Nong and I can be, you know? But you just... Is that Wongo? Do I hear Wongo? Is
Is
that
Wongo-
Wongo?
Yes, our barbarian, the golden dragonborn,
can
picked
we
up Wongo in
touch
the other room.
them together and have
You're not
have a
supposed to cross the
conversation?
streams.
Just
Bring-
is Wongo talking right now?
Are you touching him?
If like Koshak like looks to the mace, so we'll be like, and she'll like touch him.
Does Koshak do that?
What? Touch the mace?
Well,
Look
no,
at the
it's like
mace.
yeah. Oh, you have to
He
conversation.
does look at the. He does look at the mace and say, "He's right there."
Oh, hold it. So we'll pick up the mace.
What? Moa? Moa? Moa, I haven't seen you in over a century. Can you bring me over to her? Do I look nice?
oh no.
You look like a mace.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Come on.
Excuse me, Koshak, and he'll like
I just,
gently sort of like reach out and sort of like poke the staff with the mace.
excuse you. I don't think Moa gave me permission to touch Wongo, or gave Wongo permission to touch her.
Why is Wonka a mace? He would hate that. I hate that. Put us back together again. Trying to have a conversation. Can you put us on the... I don't want you to overhear it. It's very
Go-
private.
Can you take me to the private line?
I was gonna
He gently touches the staff next to me.
gently touch
Against the
the
mace.
weapons together.
Soul sort of like squats down and like presses like puts the mace
Should
on
It's a
like,
staff.
on the
You don't
staff.
have to do this, Soul.
should we like
I thought
turn
you put
away?
I thought you put Moa on the ground.
Oh, I
Did
held
do
her
that?
out to you.
Oh, okay, then never
Why
mind.
would I put Moa on the ground?
I don't know.
This is so awkward.
Soul
Moa.
gently touches tips with Koshak.
You
Stop!
this is
Help my Christian.
this is a you look nice. Oh, I don't look like anything. I'm a metaphysical form trapped inside of an object that my spirit... What are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead. Yeah. Cool, right? No. Mongo, it isn't cool. How dare you say it's cool? Attack just died. No, she died like 100 years ago. That was her. Yes, yeah, Mongo. I'm familiar with how undead things. Pull us apart. Pull us apart. I can't stand to be around him anymore.
Oh my god.
Koshak immediately just like pulls Moa away.
Yeah, do like Koshak and I just like basically get like the two like listening to your parents on the phone kind of vibes.
No,
Like, or do we hear both of them?
all like you heard both sides of it. There was a lot of like echoing though. You're
Oh,
hearing it through like every connection, but yeah, that happened. Noah is licking her wounds, and Wongo is saying, "I don't get it. She always gets offended like that." I'm just trying to speak on her level.
I mean, sometimes you just sort of have to look at yourself, realize you're wrong, and listen, you know?
Okay, war criminal. And then he'll go quiet.
Did I say I was perfect? Did I say I was perfect? Cole, did I say I was perfect?
No.
What is going on right now?
I'm
Uh,
so lost.
So, like, uh,
Well, maybe if
put,
you guys got yourself some brain gods, you would understand.
yeah.
Mm.
So we'll put, Moa, like, on his hip and, not Moa, Wongo, like,
Yeah.
on his hip and see if, like, he can still hear him, like, through, like, his pants, basically.
You cannot.
Okay.
Wording.
It wasn't great, but it's what I had to work with.
Is that a mace
Um,
on your side? Sorry.
Well, 2 gods down, 7 to go.
Sure.
Also,
Fear not, Jet. We might find you a brain god yet.
so reaches down and taps the mace again. By the way, Jet said something about Moa turning himself invisible. Can I do that? Can you do that?
No, not really. You're not fully realized. So,
Wait, Moa can turn me invisible?
Oh, yeah, that's what she was trying to tell me to tell Devoneth.
Yeah, but I can already do that.
No, you just hide very well.
It's better than being invisible, Jet.
I thought my character arc had finished up a little while ago, but
you're kind of forgetting
I
some
feel
stuff,
as if
aren't you?
character arcs and self-actualization are two different situations.
yeah, but I mean, I guess I still have to do like the whole war tribunal and paying for my crimes and all that stuff first. But I mean, overall, I think I've grown as a dragonborn since we had started here. But I'm
God, I hope not.
digressing.
You're already 6'5".
um, I'm missing 4 very important inches. Um,
Didn't need to know that, so
God damn it!
Shall we go?
I
Yes,
think that would be best.
yes. Let's please leave now.
Jesus.
I think we've peaked with these jokes. Let's move on to the next scene.
Yes, please. Oh, were we stopping after Moa?
No, I can keep going a little bit.
Oh, yay!
The West.
Baller.
So are we going downstairs or that hallway? What are we thinking? Or are we gonna go down the stairs, see what we can see, come back up?
Well,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Well, we can go to the stairs at least, and we can see both avenues from there, right?
Um,
Yes, that's true.
yeah. My vote specifically is to check out the other hallway, but you know, I'll go with the group.
I think that one probably wraps around to that Obalaka sarcophagus that we saw through the window when we first came in. I think.
Possibly,
So.
but that also could be another one of the 9 gods that we could talk to.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
Obalaka is one of the 9 gods.
Yeah, so we could.
I'm just worried about going that direction.
Well, we have the best guide in Chult, and we have Cole who can handle a wind fan. I think we'll be good.
Helped with the wind fan.
We have the best guide in Chult. And Cole.
I didn't want to say
who
that.
can stand.
Jed felt too
And
bad when he
Cole,
realized the setup he
Skylar
had.
sisters. 'Cause-
Um, 'cause- 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 'c Well,
All right.
all right.
Are
Let's.
we gonna make our way
Oops.
over to the other side?
Sounds good to me. Cole, join us on this side.
Let me through.
Doot, 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 doot,
There
doot,
we
doot,
go.
doot, doot, doot,
Oh
doot,
god,
doot.
no, I'm
Finally
dead.
moved.
Oh no!
Soul just
I fall and plummet however many feet.
Soul just
in
yeets
darkness.
himself over the balcony.
Cole, are you coming?
Yes, I'm writing down that Cole now has Moa.
Nice.
Game
I
pause.
can't move anymore though.
Oh, sorry, I paused. Everybody stop moving.
When did Cole learn how to levitate? What the fuck?
50-foot vertical leap.
Alright, if you
Cole
guys
uses
want
his new
to
flying speed.
gain the benefits of Cole's dungeon delver, he needs to be the front or second of the group.
Oh, Jet will easily back up.
So we'll be at the back.
Eat, eat. Okay. Cole be at the front, but he's also gonna probably ask for honest assistance in how light she steps.
Uh,
She knows how to steppy.
Yes, that is true. When you say that, are you moving forward, or is it more like she knows what to watch for on the ground floor level?
Yeah, she knows what to watch for as she approaches.
Okay. So she will keep her eyes trained on the ground and focus on that then, to provide Cole relief in that area, so he can focus on wall or roof based traps.
Jet will restart his light spell on him. Ping!
Okay. Feel free to move ahead.
Doot, 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 doot,
Right.
doot, doot, doot.
Let us continue.
I just
on.
realized we had.
Going down the. Were we going down the stairs? Did we actually decide out?
Soul had his vote, but no one else voted.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about this? Duvanith will look at the stairs and are specifically going to sort of give them a once over to look for any sort of sign that they might turn into a Scooby-Doo ramp, or spikes shoot out of them, or some other nonsense, to see whether or not it would be safe to descend them to the point where we could see what is at the bottom of them.
Becomes a wipeout course.
Can you summarize what what?
Duvanith's checking the stairs for traps,
Got it. Thank you.
visually once over.
Investigation check.
Already.
Thank you for being very descriptive and immersive.
9.
Jesus.
Checking over. These are. Oh, there are skulls packed into the crevices of the stairs. That's nice. They seem to be made out of a porous material and were probably cut with a heavy machine of some kind. Very nice. No traps as far as you can tell.
Well, the skull motif continues on the stairs. I mean, what we could do is tie somebody off, have one person descend, and then if for some reason they can no longer get up, they can just be pulled back up.
Lowering the DM screen, though. If you guys go down, we are ending the session here.
Okay. I don't know. I'm feeling good about the hallway.
Yeah, the skulls are giving
All
me
right,
bad vibes.
Yeah, that would have already given me before Fish said that. I was like, not the downstairs.
What the sword coast people call the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, like like, for some reason, our story would end here for the time being. Otherwise, God, the humidity in here is
Need a
shit.
nap.
Can someone get me a napkin? I gotta bloody nose again.
Have to take a big thinking break. Big old thinking break. All right, Cole, lead the way.
A thinking break.
A big thinking break. I'm dead.
Jet, don't forget to move forward.
Does Cole see anything that sticks out as he walks down the hallway?
Nope. I will let you know if something does.
Oompa loompa oompa oompa. We're all just
Let me move. Thank you.
We're like a cat, y'all.
Exactly. I like to move it, move it. Oh, sorry, Divanith.
Jeez, Jet. Haven't you ever
Why
been
are
in
you
the
like
line before?
halfway out of the hallway?
Keep the chatter in canon.
Jet, you were like peeking out of the hallway. Can you see anything in particular
Well,
at the
I
end of the
will let
hallway?
you know if you see anything. Trust
Oh,
me.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Um,
Nope.
no. As you pass by a wall, Koshok and Duvanith, just under your sort of periphery, you can hear running water. Keep going.
Probably connects to that grate that we saw earlier.
Say so. Do. Foundry, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Across the other side of the room is a resting statue of a knight, a Neverwinter knight, standing at the west end of the hall, so like exactly opposite of you guys. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet. And Koshak, the ring that you carry around with you, and kind of various bits and parts of the gear you've set up for yourself begin to wobble, kind of lift off of you, straining and reaching towards the statue.
Guys, I think this thing attracts metal.
Shit.
Does it turn it off?
I can't just turn it off.
Well, like, is there a switch or something?
There seems to be no mechanism, but the large iron shield that it's carrying seems to be the source of this.
Looks like the shield is the thing that's attracting all of the metal. But it must drop it at some point if there's just a collection around it.
I mean, Divanith will go ahead and sort of swing her pack around her body and start digging through it. She will take her knife out of her mess kit and toss it into the room.
Okay, as you toss it, the butt end of it kind of swiping Koshak's ear, it lowers down, then kind of wobbles in the air before shooting at the statue like a dart, slamming against the shield, exploding out in rust, and just kind of covering the floor.
Well, I think anything metal we own should probably be removed.
Seems like a wise decision.
Yeah, I mean,
Thankfully, none of us are wearing. Are Are any of us wearing armor? Like metal armor?
I
My
don't think any of you wear armor, period.
Jet
I
definitely
have
doesn't.
I have studded leather,
Oop.
so I don't know if these studs count or not.
I mean, they're metal. I imagine they'd be metal studs, right?
I mean, I
Like
Maybe they can be
metal?
lead and therefore not really.
No, they aren't. The studded leather was stylized as dinosaur armor. You got it in Chult. Chult armor doesn't use any metal, so nope, it's fine.
Oh, I forgot about that.
so do we think that it only pulls large objects? It grabbed that. Should we leave our weapons behind?
Don't need to until
I can
we'll-
feel my ring even being attracted to this thing, and I wouldn't have to remove any of my weapons. He holds up Moa and motions to the staff on his back.
I mean, I guess I could worry about Longo, but so we'll sort of like take a step or two forward. Oh, it's pause. And he'll like see if he feels like any sort of like attraction from the mace.
You'd have to get a bit more close.
Yeah, it was pause, so I couldn't move.
The other question would be Jet's shield. Is that metal?
So, as much as I've had that shield, I haven't been using it. So, essentially, when it's come to attacking, I've just not put the shield there because I've never put it up. So, essentially, the shield's been gone for a while now. It's just
Okay.
because I never brought it up. So,
We cut back to Portneon and Zaru, and Tyrion's like, Jet left me the shield.
and the blanket.
Like he knows exactly what that means.
And the fucking blanket, bitch. Anyways, yeah, no, Jet doesn't have a shield. The only thing Jet has that I guess would be considered metal is the fuck you dagger, and that's it. Unless you think his holy symbol would be made of metal, the pentacle.
That's up to you.
Alright, I'll just 1d2 it.
So the mace wobbles, but it seems to be more of Longo's excitement.
One, it's
And
go ahead.
some of your like metal straps on your backpack are moving, but they're not being noticeably attracted.
One, it's metal. Two, it's a different kind of material, I guess. Different kind of material.
I vote glass.
Could be, yeah. Reinforced or something.
Soul, is your mace being affected or no?
No, Longo seems a little bit more excited than attracted to the shield.
Switch spots with me.
Yeah, sure.
Juvanith will go ahead and like put her left hip in, hokey pokey style, and sort of motion her pistols towards the magic magnetic statue, keeping her hand on the butts to make sure they don't slip out.
Okay. I need you and Koshak to make me an athletics check as the magic sort of surges up and you feel it hug you full body towards the statue.
Great.
Is there
Love
any
that.
way that me being okay?
You tried. I appreciated that. Just get.
You
Two.
just gotta let it happen.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god, you two.
No.
Oh. Had to pay for my 20 somehow.
Yeah,
Oh god, the
basically.
guns. Oh god, the guns.
Welcome to the gun show.
1 second, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. As Duvaneth, as you stick your left hip out, the guns sort of wobble in the holster and then pull you, tugging you by the leg, slamming your body against Koshok's back, and bringing the two of you sliding towards the statue. And I will give you both a chance to recover yourselves if you give me the funniest way that the two of you are moving in tandem towards the statue.
The second it happens, you don't there's nothing funny about it. Duvaneth will turn to Cole, swing her body straight, and say, "Grab my hands," and put her hands out like this.
Koashok in utter confusion. The moment that he feels Duvaneth's just like hips collide with his lower back, he like lets out a noise. Like, you ever hear those like hognose snakes squeak? That's the noise he makes. And then he spins around and he looks very confused, but he very awkwardly takes Duvaneth's hands.
As the slide continues,
Does not intertwine the fingers.
Duvaneth will say, "Architecture 101. Triangle's the strongest shape in nature. Plant your feet on the opposite side of the statue. Make a triangle."
They have to fucking, what is it, the dragon dance from Avatar?
Duvaneth, you can make me an athletics check with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, advantage. Wait,
Oh, Khaleesi.
Koshok follows suit.
Kate says she does have an inspiration if you need it.
11.
Wait, why does that say -1?
because
never
that's
mind.
she's a weak girl. She has needle
Duvaneth's not
arms.
strong.
I forgot. Never mind. I misread it. I thought that was disadvantage. My bad.
Okay. As the two of you close against the statue, and you can kind of feel your bodies being pulled along by this phantasmal force. Koshak and Duvaneth being ripped from the hallway. I am going to give you guys a choice. You can take damage, or you can lose one of the guns. I feel like I know the answer, but I'm going to let you tell me.
If Duvaneth is still feeling the pull and it's centered on the gun, she'll just let one go.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
One of the guns goes twirling out and it slams against the statue. And the statue kind of cracks, and the copper, bronze, whatever metal the gun is carved out of explodes outwards, and all of the intricate mechanisms and the ivory and wooden whatever just kind of collapses out onto the ground. And you feel the phantasmal force kind of let you go.
Tight.
Duvaneth,
What?
Duvaneth, the guns.
Yeah, they're no good if either of us are dead, and she's going to book it for this hallway.
Okay.
Oh wait, they're on either side.
Oh, where did you go?
you lost.
So, Duvanith, by understanding which direction they saw the tomb from, oh, I'm in the wall.
Yeah,
They saw the tomb.
exactly.
They saw the tomb from. She's assuming that if they were to go down, they would find it.
Is the phantasmal, like, is the attraction, like, completely gone?
You're still kind of feeling some of it, but it feels weak, and the shield is beginning to slowly repair.
Okay, what does Kojak see down the top end of the hallway?
He sees a beautiful marble fountain with 3 beautiful snake-headed women pouring water into a shallow pool.
Are we still standing in this hallway?
Yeah, you guys are just standing in the hallway.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kojak, as
like-
Duvanith books it, will look at the other two and, like, make a motion
Jet will.
Yeah. So,
and go,
so
hurry up!
I'm coming. He'll sort of like look down this hallway for 2 seconds, but then continue this way and sort of feel like, all right, everyone through. Oh gosh, hold it. I'm at the front. Hold it. Go Shock.
Yeah. We're all just.
Duvanith, then Kojak.
We're all just
Yeah.
freaking out.
Jet, you first. Before me.
Okay.
Scoot.
Alright. Doors here?
Mind
Or
your
a wall,
business.
rather?
Stop. Let me catch up. I am catching up.
Fine, take your time. Gosh, I appreciate your effort that you put into this map.
Yeah. Cheese fish. It's almost like you're a
Give me,
good
like-
DM that's just like
Give
amazing
me-
to hang out with.
Give me like 5 minutes because I'm confusing myself.
Do you want to just like
Alright,
take
wanna
like
take
an official break?
Yeah, want to do a break?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
We will be right back.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to today's episode of Dice and Dynamics. I have reached the apex of my personal character journey, and I have prioritized my daughter's ballet championship, and I am driving through a dangerous storm to see her through. My hockey team has put together a vastly complicated scheme to have me appear to be at the hockey team so I can gain the benefits of being in two places at once.
Wow.
It involves a mustache.
Duvaneth and Koshak, in the tight corridor, taking in the surroundings, easily spot a secret door to the side of them and a secret door in front of them. It's kind of pressed tightly into the wall, but there's like sealant that has crumbled away, just barely revealing the edges.
Is that the room that Duvanov is sort of standing in front of, to the side of, or the one that Koshak is standing to the front of?
Both.
Well, these don't look like they're necessarily supposed to be seen. So, I would say that we should probably be careful. They don't want us to find these. Or if they do, there's a punishment involved with doing so.
With?
What are we not looking at?
So we found two secret doors. One is right next to Duvaneth, and one is right in front of Cole, and they both have kind of like this, like aging old like secret door sealer running around them. That, I mean, to me feels like that these doors were not intended to be found. So Duvaneth suggested caution.
Hmm.
Well, which should we open first?
Whichever one you're at.
Is there any symbols on the
that's why.
door, or are they just like generic looking?
They are completely blank.
Well, goodness gracious. I would say let's try this one. Cole motions to the door in front of him.
All right, we'll start there. I mean, whatever this is, we should do it quick. We don't know how much longer that till that statue goes live again.
Kawashak gently pushes, or just not gently, pushes open the door.
Alright, the door slides into the wall and revealing a, let me, Koshak, as the door slides open, the form of a craggly old body wrapped in a sort of yellow tinted cloth slumps back, the shoulders of its bony shoulders kind of slumping against your legs. And you can see it has a paper mache mask, kind of bearing a foreign, almost realistic, like death mask. Did I describe that right at all? There's a dead body slumped against your legs, and it has a like paper mache death mask on.
Koashak, like, ah!
What the? Oh, what is that?
It's a dead Omuan body. Another one.
Uh. Great.
We should probably move it and maybe put a rock in its mouth?
Probably.
Would you like to help me do on it, or would you like to tell one of the others to help me?
Sure, no, I'll help.
Cole lifts up the arms.
Devoneth will snake her way around and do her best to assist with the limited
Okay.
space that's being offered here.
The body is dry and brittle.
Oof. So probably moving it would turn it to dust.
No, I mean, it slumped against you just fine. It's
Okay.
just very light.
Alright, I'm gonna pick it up and shuffle it, I would say, to the corner where I don't know if you can see my mouse icon. Right here.
Okay?
And are there any stones?
No. Several things happen. Koshak, as you step forward into the tomb, and Devoneth, you're assistant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put you to
Uh-oh.
in position. Give me a second.
Here we go!
Oh.
Just give it a moment. How's everybody's day going?
Good.
I've made progress on my thingy. I really love this yarn. It's really pretty.
Ooh.
It's very like Valentine's Day-y.
Oh boy.
After this fight, I am going to be...
That will be for next session. So 6 desiccated corpses, well 5, slump in thrones and niches built into the wall. Each corpse wears the same papier-mâché mask of a face in its death rattle. An arched crystal window to the east offers a view of the tunnel beyond. Lingering in the middle are 2 statues of fearsome bears holding on to a purplish metal disc with large stone eyes that move rapidly, looking around, taking in the sight of the room. And as Devoneth and Koshak enter, dragging the body with them, the eyes latch onto them. And there's this deep rattling, and the corpses begin to rise, including the one that Koshak is holding the arms of, and its head kind of jerks, and you can hear its spine displace itself, and it lets out this eerie rasp. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
All right. Thanks everybody for coming out. More crazy shit.
Yep.
We will see everybody next week. Bye bye.